third down. Rodgers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Well, it would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Allen.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So that's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
6 yards on the play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Running is Swift.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That's a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard gain. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Allen feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special.
And Rodgers is going to go down. one. He's sacked.
Nick Bosa
In there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers, nothing.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with.
And he crossed up the football near his own goal line.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it, able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him pump.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Nick Bosa
in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Score, Niners 7.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Niners set to take over on offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. And this...
wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Allen's pass.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. And Boring has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
24-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
7. Packers 6.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Allen. flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Throwing again. Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
57, Mike 57. Let's go, team.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
A feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
On first down, Allen escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 4th, and now they're going to fake it.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money.
Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
Conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Allen being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now it's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 33. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's... And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Allen going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. From the gun, Allen buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to speed things up here.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 15.
Allen off the play fake.
49er 1st down.
Going deep for Diggs. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Pass possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. 77 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
First and 10.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So Allen's going to look to throw, looking for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Niners 33.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Packers,